I'm dumb.
Sometimes.
I pressed record instead of stream. That's really great. Oh. Like, let me actually plug in the microphone to see if it works. Okay, it actually looks good. It says I'm online. Stream health is really good. Everything is good. Okay, so you know how YouTubers be doing their introduction, right? I'm talking to you. I need to have like a little introduction. Like, what's the most common introduction you hear YouTubers say?
Hey guys.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be drawing a comic page. We're not drawing a comic page. We're going to be laying out a comic page because I don't have all this time to be drawing a full-blown comic page. I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to see if it's actually recording. I know it's actually recording, but I need to know if my phone is capturing the record. I guess so. So yeah, we're gonna be laying out a comic page today, and this is a project I've been working on for DeviantArt quite some time. Since 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 2012, yeah. It's been 5 years. And I usually make about 10 pages a year, which is not that good. But I don't have enough time to be, because it's just a side project. It's not really anything that I want to take seriously. It's just something for the moment. Like, it could be something for me to practice my skills on, or it could be something for me to test my coloring on. It's just something like that. Yeah, I'm mad when it comes to recording myself. So I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 months. I'll be here live streaming right now. And I haven't been uploading videos because I recently moved out of my house. I moved to a very far away land. I moved from the Bronx to Brooklyn. And the experience was very wild. It was very breathtaking. It was just a lot at the moment. And yeah, during that time I wasn't really producing a lot of content because I had to move my entire setup. I had to change my entire way of thinking and just come here and try to feel as comfortable as I did where I used to be. And it's getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there. But I like where my desk is. I like that this big window is providing a lot of light on my face. Unlike my other videos where I would record and the room would be so dark. Oh my gosh, the room would be yellow. Like, the video would record the light being yellow on my face, and I would hate that light because it was on the ceiling. And that was the only light source. And there were 2 windows, but those windows had a lot of stuff in it. And it was just nasty. Very nasty looking. I accidentally left the door open. So yeah. I'm dumb. That was my roommates, by the way. I live with roommates, yeah. So yeah, that room was just very impossible to record things in. And, you know, it was very loud in that household, and most of the time I couldn't record videos because it was so loud, and I didn't want to record videos when you have people who talk really loud, and then you have their TVs competing with their voices, or you have things from outside competing with everything outside. And I didn't really live in the most nicest neighborhood, so there would be a lot of pounding and loud noise, and I would fucking hate that. But here, I moved into a quieter neighborhood. Like, our roommates are never here most of the time. There's literally nobody walking outside my house, which is great. And yeah, it's very quiet over here. It's not so much quiet today just because there's rain, but I like the sound of rain. I guess that would be considered quiet. So yeah, I moved from my house. Took a while. I quit my job because I just wasn't happy there, and my job was taking a different direction that I didn't see myself going. And I just felt like I'm sorry. There's 2 people watching this, and they're probably saying that I'm dumb. Now there's more than 2 people watching this. So I didn't like my job. It was taking a different direction than what I wanted to. I'm a barista, so I make coffee, but I make specialty coffee. I don't just make coffee like Starbucks or like Dunkin' Donuts. I make specialty coffee where you have to really invest your time into learning how to taste certain things, how to tell when things are not correct. It's like you really have to train yourself to know. And it's specialty coffee. It can be a career if you want it to be, and it can be something for the time being, but it's definitely not something to mess around with so much, because you gotta be invested in it. So yeah, so I left that job, and I've been finding a new one. I found a temporary one for the time being, but I'm going to start my actual job that I really want on Monday, and I'm going to be working at the World Trade Center, which is great. So I guess things are kind of looking up at the moment. It's just like my financial situation that's putting a burden on me from doing some things that I want to do, like take up more classes or just go places that I want to go, buy some supplies and equipment, both for my coffee stuff and my art stuff. But all that will come in due time. It's not really a rush. I just want to focus on developing my... What the F was that? I just want to focus on developing my trade, my skills, and put my comic out there. So the comic I'm working on is going to be a web comic. I'm going to self-publish it or take it to a publisher, who knows. And I do this. I do my my DeviantArt projects to hone in on my skills for when I actually do my webcomic stuff. So I usually practice just drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. And I know that, you know, the comics ended. Unfortunately, I'm very sad. You know, I'm not going to even say they ended because nobody knows what the hell happened to those goddamn comics. It's like they just disappeared off the face of the earth, and I'm not really happy about that. Because it's like they had these plans to put more comics out, and then all of a sudden it just like stopped. Now I was waiting for the next issue. I was going to Midtown Comics every 2 or 3 weeks because at the beginning of the month there would be Sonic the Hedgehog, and at the end of the month there would be Sonic Universe, and then every 4 months there would be that little mini Sonic Digest comic, and then I guess every 6 months they would have a novel out or something, some sort of special out. I would always go to Midtown Comics to see if, you know, a new Sonic comic came out already, or I would just keep up with different comics for the time being. And yeah, since they haven't really been talking about the Sonic comics, I haven't been really going to Midtown Comics just because they don't really have anything I'm interested in terms of sequential art. It's like when you go to a comic book store, you see superheroes, and I just don't want to see superheroes. And I know there's a lot more comics than just superheroes, but I feel like I've developed a mindset to be more into indie comics than just mainstream comics. You know, I'm more interested in a comic artist posting a video about his Kickstarter on YouTube and saying, hey, go check this out, and I would actually take the effort to check it out rather than going into a comic book store and just picking something random up off the shelves. And I know that sounds really stupid or selfish or whatever, but it's just me, you know. I think the only reason I went to Tower Comics was to check out the manga and the Sonic. But they have really good comics there, don't get me wrong. I'm just particular when it comes to comics. Most of the time I would pick up a DC comic and I don't read it. I just look at the pictures. I would be training my mind to just look at the pictures and try to replicate it and try to hold the image in my mind. So the story, the plot wouldn't really matter to me so much. You know, somebody is standing outside our window and I don't know who it is, but I see their hand. It's probably Ava and her friend. And so yeah, guys, feel free to use the live chat. That's what it's there for. Ask me any questions you want. I am an open book. I'm a very open book. What are you doing? So yeah, right now I'm just trying to draw a fight scene that I have in my head. I'm not sure how am I going to draw this because I never drew something like this before. It's a real pain in the ass drawing something that you're not comfortable drawing. I guess it's like that with every single comic page actually. You draw things that you're not familiar with. You draw either a new What? I hope that nothing is in it that's illegal. So yeah, you made me lose my train of thought. You never smelled it before?
No, I never smelled like this before.
Maybe it's getting old.
It's one of my newer ones.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay, there you go. That's like it.
So yeah, it's like that with every comic page. It's either a new camera angle or a different way that you've drawn your character that it's a pain in the ass because you're trying to visualize something, but it's like visualizing it and actually doing it are two different things because you have to keep in mind anatomy, perspective, foreshadowing, the proportions, the light and shadows. And when you do imagine it, you have to think about how you're going to make it more interesting rather than just, if a figure is just standing there, how am I going to make that figure more dynamic? Which is why a lot of comic artists try to practice dynamic poses because they want to broaden their perspective on fight scenes or running scenes or something very dramatic. Let's see. I really wouldn't know how to draw this. Because I heard, let's draw a table first. And I don't feel like playing any music because I watched a live stream the other week and this guy, he was playing Nintendo music and his live stream got fucking copyrighted because of the goddamn Nintendo music. So I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time going through the YouTube library just to pick out a goddamn playlist. You know, it's not ethical. Because I'm still alive. Okay, so this is gonna be Knuckles and Silver. This is gonna be Sonic and Shadow over here. Over there. Freeze. And I'm just envisioning like them let me just get rid of everything. I'm just envisioning them like flipping the game table, but I wouldn't know how to draw that. Never drew somebody flipping a table. I thought you was gonna watch your show. What? Okay. Got the first post down. I told somebody I was gonna put this up next week. I mean, I did post on my DeviantArt that I was moving and that I was gonna be gone for a while. I put some new art there up on my DeviantArt. I put something I just finished was the Spyro and Crash pinup picture, which I'm gonna try to print out today. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. So I would just give myself that little window of doing it on Tuesday rather than stretching it out from day to day. So yeah, this would be the window. So put a little thought bubble, not thought bubble, like screen bubble here, and then you can really hear everything in this apartment. I could hear somebody coming up the stairs, and I'm pretty sure the microphone can capture it. I wonder who that could be. Yes, I'm creeping.
It has to be Ashley because you got left already.
Oh. Right.
I don't like that. I don't like when it goes sideways.
I had my door open. Nobody said anything. Nobody said bye. The microphone is capturing everything they're saying.
There's umbrellas in the closet, guys.
No, she has one. I see her opening it. Her friend has been here for more than 2 days, yes?
I came yesterday. When we came back from dropping Jerry's way off.
Her dude friend.
Oh.
He's still there?
No, I think he came back because I didn't see him all day yesterday. And I don't think she said 2 days. I think she just said a couple of days.
A couple is 2.
You know what I mean. Don't get smacked.
Your excuse.
Alright.
Somebody's gonna swat me on the air, and then they're gonna come here and see me destroying you.
They're gonna see you for the abusive person you really.
Alright. Back to my goddamn live stream. What did you say? So yeah, I completely lost my train of thought, but let's see. So I'm gonna leave this panel here for now. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with them.
Goddamn jumping little black bean.
Why they have to be black? So then I was envisioning all these storyboards in my head last night. Where Knuckles is gonna jump over this table here. And like deck the hell out of disconnecting and reconnecting. I wonder if people have a lot of problems with that nonsense. So yeah, back in 2012, I started to read Sonic the Hedgehog, and I really liked it, and I really liked the drawing style. And I'm like, oh, this is great. Let me just start drawing some Sonic. I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to install something different, something that's not this one. Okay, now it's back to live streaming. So yeah, this thing keeps going in and out. This is the OBS live streaming thing. I highly do not recommend this piece of shit because, you know, my internet is working just great. It's just this, it keeps overloading, or I don't know what the fuck is happening. And it how beautiful your oh, this is I'm still live streaming, so I guess I'm still live streaming. Even though it says the live stream is offline right now. Oh no. So yeah, after the projects, I started